What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. We've got another little silly season update that we need to discuss today. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. As you can see by the title, Tyler Reddick will be returning to Richard Childress Racing for the 2021 season. Honestly, I am not surprised that he is returning to Richard Childress Racing. There was possibility that he could end up going to Hendrick Motorsports, but now we confirmed that he will be at Richard Childress Racing. He talked to the media, and this is what Reddick said about returning to Richard Childress Racing. Well, it's definitely always concerning regardless of age when you're 24 years old and you're getting replaced in the Cup Series of any kind of racing, Reddick said to Jones, but it's part of it. It's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in. There's always comers and goers, and there's always somebody coming up through the ranks that is going to have a shot in some things. I'm glad I know where I'm going to be next year. I'm going to be with RCR, so not necessarily allowing the pressure to come off by any means. We still want to make the plus. We still want to run really good this year. We want to beat Cole and Christopher in the Rookie of the Year, along with John Hunter and the other drivers that are competing. It's not going to take away my aggression, knowing that for the first time in a while, I guess, in my race career since the BKR days, if you will, that I'm going to be in the same place for multiple years is nice. Tyler Reddick, for a long time, has kind of been jumping ship from multiple different teams, but he's been with Richard Childress Racing since 2019 when he joined the organization after winning the championship in 2018 at Junior Motorsports. Before that, he was with Chip Ganassi Racing 2017, and he was a BKR before that. He's really been with this team, and he's been performing extremely well since joining Richard Childress Racing. He's not won a race, but he's been at times really close to winning this year. He's on a very hot streak currently at the moment. 4 top 5s in the last 5 races, and he currently at the moment sits outside the playoffs by only 15 points. I believe Tyler Reddick will make the playoffs this year. He's been showing a lot of speed, and he's been more consistent with William Byron. William Byron has honestly been getting a lot more slower as the year has gone on. I'm expecting Tyler Reddick to get ahead of William Byron in the point standings, and there's some really good tracks coming up, including Michigan, where he won the Xfinity Series last year. I think Tyler Reddick has a really good shot this weekend to go out and win. But I also think Tyler Reddick is a above-average driver. I think he has shown the best of all the rookies who've come up this year. Cole Custer's been fast this year. Christopher Bell's been fast this year. And John Nemechek at times has been fast. But Tyler Reddick, and I'm not surprised in my opinion, that he has overall been the best rookie this year. He almost won Homestead, was contending at Phoenix before he had a tire go down and got hard on the outside wall. So he's been performing extremely well in the 2020 season, and it's no surprise that he is returning to Richard Childress Racing. He should not be performing as well as he is, and he's been making that car a lot better than it is. And I think Richard Childress Racing has overall been the most improved organization, along with Richard Motorsports, which is aligned with Richard Childress Racing. This organization has been the most improved because Austin Dillon's like, I got to go out there and perform a lot better because I'm getting outbeat by a rookie this year. And you look where Richard Childress Racing has generally gone, especially since last year in 2018. 2018, none of them made the playoffs. And then last year, Austin Dillon finished 22nd in the points. And Daniel Hemrick in his rookie year, yes, he was a rookie, but he ended up finishing 25th in the points. You look where Richard Childress Racing is now this year. Austin Dillon is locked into the playoffs, and I believe he would be in regardless of points or not. And Tyler Reddick sits just outside the cutoff line. This could be the first time since, I believe, 2015 that we'd have possibly 2 Richard Childress Racing cars in the playoffs, regardless of one of those drivers wins or not. I do believe this year that Tyler Reddick is going to get a victory before the end of the 2020 season. He, in my opinion, is one of the most talented rookies we've ever seen. He's part of the best rookie class that we have seen probably since 2006, because the talent of this group of drivers is exceptionally well. Cole Custer scored a win. I think Christopher Bell and even Reddick can both go to victory lane this year before the end of the year. But I do think Tyler Reddick is really the sole purpose of why Richard Childress Racing is still around to this day and why they're still somewhat competitive. I think Reddick was really the last straw because no offense to Austin Dillon or Daniel Hemrick, but Reddick, I think, is he's not completely carrying the team this year because Austin Dillon has definitely drastically improved his performance, especially since we have come back from the pandemic. But I think this is a very, very, very good decision to keep Tyler Reddick in the organization and continue racing with them. And I'm glad he is returning because, he has sponsors, of course, another big reason he's returning. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this contract, I think it only goes through next year. I don't know the contract scene with NASCAR. It's kind of hard to tell unless we do know Ryan Blaney's going to be there for at least 2 more years, 3 more years after this year. We know that Keselowski's going to be there for 1 more year, but it's really hard to tell how long contracts do go in NASCAR. It's really kept close and a secret, and we really have to find out ourselves how long these contracts do go for. I had to find out that Ryan Blaney was going to be there for 3 years. But yeah, I'm really happy that Tyler Reddick is returning. Again, Tyler Reddick is a very, very talented driver, one of the best that has come through the series. And the fact that he is returning to Richard Childress Racing, I think that's very exciting, because he's been performing extremely well this year. And one of my favorite drivers, he didn't really, in my opinion, completely deserve the championship in 2018. He won the first race and the last race there. 2019, though, he just went on a flat tear, had an incredible average finish. I think his average finish was like 4.5 or something. He had an average of like a top 5 running position throughout the whole year. He was so consistent. Chase Briscoe was right behind him in that average position. But Tyler Reddick just was killing it last year in Richard Childress Racing equipment that Matt Tifft ran in 2019. And Matt Tifft did all right in 2018, but he didn't do as well as Tyler Reddick did in 2019. I mean, Tyler Reddick is an exceptional driver. And, people gave him a lot of crap for winning the title in 2018. And I did myself, but after watching how dominant he was in 2019 and how he's doing this year, 2020, my opinion changed in that 2018 championship because I thought he was kind of a fluke. I said Reddick is a good driver, but I don't think he really deserved a title. Last year, he earned a title fair and square on the point standings, and I think there's a really good chance, like I said, that he could still end up making the playoffs in the 2020 season. I am very happy that Tyler Reddick is going to be returning to Richard Childress Racing for the 2021 season. So anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching today. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links description below for that. And comment below your thoughts on today's video. Are you happy that Tyler Reddick is going to be returning to Richard Childress Racing or not? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.